Welcome back to Seen It Before, where we're probably going to say something stupid about your favorite movie because we've seen it all before. I'm Danny.
I'm Dan, and I did a stupid thing. I bought popcorn bucket and soda here. They didn't have any of the big ones at Regal, but I think they had actual heads of Deadpool and stuff like that. But I think they ran out of them, which is unfortunate.
You're keeping
but you know what? This tin is pretty nice by itself. I will have to say.
I'm glad you're keeping the whole popcorn tin, the bucket alive.
We didn't get to do the do nussy, so I mean we gotta.
That's only AMC though, right? Isn't that?
It was an AMC thing, yeah.
I'm not gonna go to an AMC.
Yeah,
we have the Regal Pass.
Yes.
And,
yeah. So Deadpool Wolverine this week, obviously. We got a guest here. We got Chris. He's over here again. We're in his apartment.
Yes.
So we're on the road today.
I'm on the road. Is that
on the road
song,
again?
Right?
And we got James directing. He's here as well. There he is.
There he is.
And
hi.
He's directly to the right. This is really tight space.
It's a very tight space, but it works. I think we got it to work as best as we're going to, and we're here for it. So at least audio is our most important.
Yeah.
Who cares what we look like?
And nobody can hear us.
Who the fuck cares what we look like?
Well, I mean, I care a little bit about
fair.
my own
You do.
appearance.
Anyway.
Who are you and what are you doing in my apartment?
Anyway, you want to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine?
Spoiler free, it's a blast in the theater to watch this movie. It's real fun. It's real timely. It makes fun of Marvel itself because Ryan Reynolds just does what he does. It's great. It's great. They made fun of Phase 4, and I'm just like, hell yeah, because it was trash.
I'm glad that they're admitting it.
I know, and it's great. It's great that they are.
After trying to be like, guys, it's really good. You guys are just stupid and you're wrong.
Their only good movie was probably Guardians 3 in Phase 4. Or was that Phase 5?
That was 5.
Motherfucker.
It was after. Yeah, Phase 4. I can't really think of anything.
I mean, No Way Home was a fun movie in the theater.
That was Phase 4. So okay.
But that was fun in the theater, but it wasn't a great movie. I'm finally willing to admit that.
That's good.
I'm learning.
You're coming down.
I'm coming down.
Yeah.
I'm coming down. Yeah.
You're growing as an adult.
Well, let's see if you can have. That
Let's see if I can
level-headedness
grow.
for this
Let's see
review.
if I can do that right now. Where's the camera? Let's get to it.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I really liked the movie. I went fast. It was like I was riding on a spaceship.
No, I feel like I was on a rocket ship. And
We haven't even started yet.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to do with my
I
hands.
don't know what to do with my hands.
Just the car. No, you put my hands down. Try to put my hands down.
But
The faster we go, the more we can get the AC back on.
I want to have fun here.
we do have fun.
It's really not that hot. It's 75 in here.
I know I'm hot.
Chris, I'm just not saying right now it's hot. I mean, it's gonna be hot. All right.
I know you are.
What do you mean it's gonna be hot? Okay.
Hottest.
Cleveland.
All right.
Ready, boy. Anyway, Deadpool and Wolverine. Is this the start of Phase 6? I just realized that. I just had a question pop up.
I don't know where this movie is. I don't know how the phases are lining up right now.
Yeah.
Because what was the last movie? The last movie was
Last one I saw was fucking.
no, the Marvels. The Marvels is the last movie,
Oh man,
and I think this is the start of Phase 6. Yeah, that would make sense.
I would hope so. Fresh start.
Unless it's the end of Phase 5, which is also possible.
No. Ew.
Ew.
I'm already lost.
Yeah, we know you're not the
Hey, that's
biggest
a great
Marvel
show.
guy. Anymore.
Shut up.
Yeah, you're not the biggest Marvel guy anymore, which is fine. That's fine. That's why we had you
I'm a
on
late
here.
bloomer, and I do not care.
I wouldn't
about
say a late
every single
bloomer.
mover. Dude, I didn't watch any of the Avengers movies until maybe 2017, 2018.
Yeah, I know when
Oh,
we
wow.
were all
Yeah.
watching them. Yeah,
I just
I got
sorry to
into-
the Marvel fans who are going to be frothing at the mouth. I'm just not into it.
okay.
I got really
fine.
into the MCU around. I want to say just after Iron Man 3. I mean, it's weird. I technically saw all the Marvel movies in theaters, but I never cared until after Avengers, because then my one friend was like, "Dude, you have to see this. They're all coming together." I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I didn't put too much stock in it, and then I started, "Oh, it's all connected."
Yeah,
After the
yeah,
seventh one.
yeah.
So I missed all the post credit scenes.
Well,
the
this
first
movie-
time around, and
Yeah, and this movie isn't necessarily about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's about the sacred timeline and about the Fox universe and how it's a farewell to the Fox universe. That's kind of what this is, and this is a nicer way of doing the
good riddance.
Deadpool kills the Fox universe storyline they were talking about for years.
Yeah.
It wraps up quite nicely, I'd say. We have a bunch of cameos. Spoilers from here on out, by the way. Okay,
We
now
already got to it.
Spoilers.
We can't say we got to it again.
No. I probably could have done
So
that. But
what
it's
were
fine.
the major cameos that everyone was excited for?
Well, the ones that were confirmed before this came out were Elektra was confirmed, X-23 Laura was confirmed.
Right.
Let's see here.
There's a few more surprises. That were fun
Blake
to see.
Lively was.
Was she Lady Deadpool?
It was. She was in the credits as Lady Deadpool.
She never took off the mask. So.
And then there was a rumor that Blade was a supporting character that came out that nobody was sure about.
Well,
He's here. Wesley Snipes coming back. And that was really cool.
Without the blood orgy, though, I'm a little disappointed there's no blood orgy.
We finally get. So Deadpool is hopping through different universes trying to find different Wolverines. We get the Cavalrine. We get Henry Cavill as Wolverine.
that was a surprise.
That was so cool.
I was surprised. That, like, was he actually like in talks for the role or something?
We knew he was in talks for a Marvel role. Nobody knew what it was.
Oh, that's okay.
yeah.
Never
It
mind.
was That was maybe a year ago. People were talking about that, which would make sense. That's when they were filming it.
I mean, I'm like a little happy that like because I think Daniel Radcliffe. If it's not Henry Cavill, I think Daniel.
I'm surprised we didn't get
Radcliffe would be the
either
next.
Taron or Daniel. I'm
I forgot about Taron Egerton.
I surprised we didn't get either of them. Like the patch was.
They're probably maybe saving them for the actual role.
Yeah.
Like, not a John Krasinski.
I
thing,
mean,
which-
they keep dodging the questions too. Still, so like.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Taron do interviews recently, but Daniel
he
Radcliffe
hasn't
has.
done anything lately.
So I mean, whatever. Other ones. A big one. Johnny fucking Storm, Chris Evans. That one.
That was pretty cool.
He was playing obviously it was Cap. I was like, no way, that's Cap. No way, not with that hair. So I was like, no, that's Johnny.
Like dark hair.
Yeah. It was just literally Chris Evans being his typical New England self, and it was absolutely hilarious to see.
Yeah, it was cool.
Language Cap, and
Yeah.
really
It's still kind of
vulgar.
from like, especially because the spoilers for the post credit scene. It's just kind of a clarifying joke about what Deadpool's talking about in the movie, but it just feels so weird to see him be like just swearing like that much because it feels so unnatural for him.
It does.
And like he seems like, oh, like I'm getting away with something, like swearing and saying like
Did
he
he
said
ever
cinnamon ring or
curse
something.
Did he ever curse his captain?
No.
I mean, yeah, they make jokes of him cursing. He said like hell or something. That might have been.
Or wait, he said, "Let's go kill this son of a bitch," right? That's what
Yeah,
he said.
that's one of the things.
Like the only
It's
time he swore.
like language cap. Language cap.
Gotta be careful. We're a
we also-
friendly channel.
We also got some of the Deadpool variants were different people as well. Like Matthew McConaughey was Cowboy Pool.
Yeah, it was cool.
And
I didn't get that,
His
but- I
didn't
kids
get
were
that
the
either.
baby pool and the kid pool. That were Ryan Reynolds' kids.
Okay, that would make sense.
And Nathan Fillion was head pool.
Head pool.
Head pool.
Oh, it was like
No,
hey,
that-
The
that-
floating
that
head. The
helicopter,
floating
yeah.
head. Yeah.
yeah.
Which honestly,
Yeah.
looking at that skull, it for some odd reason the style of it made me think of like the original like live action Scooby Doo.
It made me think of Evil Dead.
that too. Yeah,
It made me
honestly.
think of that, and it was good.
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean,
winked. I'm like, all right, we get it.
one thing that I think is kind of standard at this point with these Deadpool movies: CGI not great. Could be better.
Yeah, but like
But like,
I think it worked.
yeah, honestly, I don't. I guess the reason I'm bringing it up is just like to say I don't really care about it.
I know.
You know what I mean? Because it's like
Yeah, it's a superhero movie. Like whatever.
everyone used to get on like the Marvel like superhero movies case about like, oh, the CGI is bad.
It's because Infinity War set the fucking standard.
Yeah, well,
Or actually, no, Winter Soldier set the standard.
that was really good too.
That one set the standard for
Yeah.
a mix of practical.
But wait, wasn't
and-
always like the first Deadpool movies like kind of low budget?
Yeah,
Anyway?
they were always low.
The
budget.
first
I
one
think
was
it's
very low
like
budget.
6
Yeah,
million
very.
or something for
Yeah.
that. And like, but yeah, no, like it. I don't know. Like I'm not like jonesing for like a really good visual effects thing.
Yeah.
It would be nice if that wasn't like the culture behind all these movies, but like it's whatever at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing. Like I'm apathetic to a lot of this stuff. That's why like I might be. I think I'm going to be the lowest, if not second lowest. because
I'm
I
probably
think-
going to be just about as low.
Yeah,
see.
because I like this movie for what it was.
It's fun.
Even the best Marvel movies. Now that I'm looking back, I'm not kind of on the train anymore. They're not like cinematic masterpieces. I'd say maybe Winter Soldier and Infinity War and Endgame because of the 10-year buildup. Those are great movies, but like this one, like I don't have a special connection to Deadpool. I thought the movie was good when it first came out.
Yeah.
I'm not like still like this is the best movie ever or anything, and I hated Deadpool too. But
Oh well,
I just always felt like when the first Deadpool came out, that was what 2016.
yeah,
So that when that came out, that was like, it was like the most biggest thing since sliced bread kind of movie. And then I was like, wow, this is hilarious. We never seen like a superhero movie be this edgy and this funny, and it was a really good movie. The second one kind of came out. I felt like like what I said, like the budget was low, then it went a little bit higher. It still kept the old flavor of the first movie, and then it just kind of went some. I felt like maybe they went a little bit too much with it. And then with this one, I mean, it was definitely like a fan service because they just wanted them and Wolverine to be together, as you can obviously see.
Oh, yeah.
But in my opinion, I felt like Deadpool was a lot more different than the other Marvel movies, and I felt like they were trying to. It felt like he was kind of like trying to like squeeze him into like the Marvel universe, and he just doesn't work. Like when they say like, "Oh, he could be an Avenger," no, he should never be an Avenger. He needs to be in his own specific world, and that's where it should be.
And that's a good place to start because that's where the movie kind of starts.
Yeah.
So we see Deadpool. You know, he's going through time. We see him back in Deadpool 2. Does the Jon Favreau thing started off, or is that, I forget if that starts off, or is it just him killing the TVA agents?
He's killing them in the forest or whatever.
Yeah. At Logan's gravesite, and he's digging up Logan.
Which I'm glad that they're upfront with, like we tried to do this, like, you know, respectfully, but we just can't.
Yeah,
so we're not going to
it.
fucking do that. So, which is fine. At least you're acknowledging it. And, you know.
They didn't acknowledge it on social media. They're like, we're never touching this. We will never sully James Mangold's masterpiece.
And
even,
but
in sync in the fighting sequence at the beginning.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
I mean, he was nailing the choreography too. Like, good. I hope that was Ryan Reynolds. Like,
honestly, with how insanely unhinged he is, I'm sure he spent more time doing that than actually studying the lines.
I mean, he was the writer himself, so he could just make up whatever
Basically
he wants.
Basically, make whatever the fuck he wants. Yeah, right.
But now we get to like already off the bat, kind of a weird, like, what are the rules here? Which I know that, like, the directors and writers are probably going to tell you, oh, don't worry about it. It's just a movie. Have fun.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen with the fan base, though. So they're going to want to know why. It starts off with him in the 616 universe for some reason.
Talking to Happy Hogan.
Yes. And then he gets denied his Avengers spot.
So how does that... Yeah, that's the big question we all have.
Yeah.
Is how does he get from 616 back to whatever universe he was, 10,000, whatever. How does he get back there to the next scene? Like, we know he has a time travel thing, but that can't travel timelines, correct? So I don't think so.
No. And he didn't know rules. Well, he doesn't know who the TVA is until they find him.
Yeah, that's true.
After he's already gone. So that's a weird plot hole. There's probably an explanation or not. I don't know.
Well, there might... I mean, it is Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, well, they have the opportunity to do, like, fourth wall, dumb shit like that.
And I think they're going to probably have to acknowledge it at some point.
It's weird to start off your movie that way, though.
Maybe Secret Wars. I don't know. They're trying to build this towards Secret Wars, which I think The Void is going to end up being Battle World, which is the whole main thing with Secret Wars.
That would make sense.
The Void would make a lot of sense. It has a lot of different areas in The Void, a lot of different things. Just, yeah. Throw every single person who's ever been in a Marvel movie on this. That's basically what they're going at.
That's honestly what I thought this movie was going to get to.
It's a taste. It's a taste.
It's like it's like definitely as many Fox people as they could get. Other than like I guess the main people that you would think. But like who else? Like I'm just trying to think. So we didn't get any like the actual X-Men.
No, we didn't.
Surprisingly,
we thought we were going to get Halle Berry. That did not happen.
Right, which that's kind of funny though, because like, have you heard about the Halle Berry script, the version of the script? Right.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
so explain it for people who wouldn't know.
Like me.
I guess when X-Men: The Last Stand was being filmed, or it was being in talks in development, Matthew Vaughn originally was brought onto the project, and he I think he quit overseeing that they actually wrote a separate script that had Halle Berry's Storm as a bigger player in the role to get her to sign on. And then, you know, obviously, like, Matthew Vaughn's like, that's fucked up. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And then, so she didn't know. I don't think she knew until like years later or something like that.
I never even got a call. What the fuck?
Like, yeah. So it's weird like that they would, you know, but that's how it is. So like,
Surprised to get James Marsden. Well, actually, I'm not surprised to get James Marsden. But
he was in jury duty though.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
And then we got. So the next part after.
Sorry, it just clicked for me.
What?
Yeah.
It
took you a minute.
Yeah, just okay.
Anyway, I'm not gonna acknowledge that any further. So the next part of the movie, Wade has his birthday party, or he's at the dealership with
Peter.
Peter.
Yo, that was the most unhinged joke I think I've ever seen.
I loved that.
What,
It's
the-
his sidekick, Peter.
Especially, yeah,
Yeah,
because he
the
sets it up.
nipples.
He's like, "Oh, I knew this guy that got his nipples pierced, and it was attached to a ring to his what he called it, his Van Johnson or something."
Yeah.
And then you just see him at the party, and she grabs it. A little bit.
The fact that like he has it out and his
He's like,
nipples are
"Yeah,
here.
like, oh, that's
It's
the fun
just like-
part."
And he's like,
What
oh, that's a
was
fun part. He
this?
starts fucking tugging. I'm like, yeesh, Peter.
That
I know
was
you were
so
that
good.
kid.
Yeah, if, like,
So
if you did,
good.
if this movie wasn't rated R.
Oh
then,
my
like,
god. Oh my god.
Imagine it was NC-17.
that'd be
So the TVA come knocking. And, you know, we've seen all this from the trailers. Matthew McFadden is introduced as Paradox, and you soiled yourself, Wade, whatever.
Yeah,
the whole thing
like-
with the trailers.
There's got to be a meme out there where it's like, oh, he's climbed the ranks of Waystar Royco, and now he's
Yeah.
an underling in the TVA. You
yeah.
just can't stop being someone's bitch. Like,
Yeah.
if anyone's seen this section,
Succession. That's what he's referencing. After that, so he has to go through, find a bunch of the Wolverines. That's when we get the Cavalrine thing. That's when we get a bunch of different Hugh Jackmans. We get
Yep.
short King Hugh Jackman.
I'm glad they did that.
Oh,
You
what
know?
a short kid.
That's how tall Wolverine's supposed to be. So I mean, he's like 5'5". It's
Well,
Yeah.
maybe it was a little over
That's where I think
definitely
we could,
over exaggerated
I
for
think
sure.
we can
But
also bring up like what you were saying about the special effects not being amazing. It just,
I could definitely tell. Yeah,
It was funny, though.
It felt like such like a child movie, or like BBC kind of level of special effects.
Yeah.
you
the
also
stuff with
gotta
the hands,
realize,
Yeah.
this movie is being made by friends.
That
Sean
is
Levy,
fair.
Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman are all great friends. And
Oh, yeah.
you can tell they put a lot of love into this movie.
yeah.
And it shows.
The bromance.
The bromance is 100% real there.
I'm pretty sure it's only one-sided though. I mean, like, I don't think
Honestly,
Deadpool is so horny in this. Like, he's like
Yeah,
extra.
even though
He's
you
extra
said
horny,
were
but they
supposed to
don't-
tone it down. Tone it down.
they kind of, they did and they didn't. They didn't show as much, but they definitely vocalized it.
yeah.
right.
Let's see. Then what happens after that? So we get into the void. Oh no, he finds
So yeah,
our.
Oh, I was in the bathroom, so I don't know what happened.
you did. You went to the
Yeah,
bathroom?
he
Well, I
did,
know they
man.
went to the bar, but I don't remember
Yeah,
after
so-
because I had to go pee.
Oh right, yeah. He's like he settles on like I like this one, and then so like they find out that his timeline is going to be erased because of the deal with
Yes,
Disney.
because
and
now
Fox.
they were talking about this on a few different YouTube channels. Anchors in the Marvel universe. If an anchor dies, that means their universe will die at some point in the next 1,000 years. They said, but it might not actually.
I'm not going to put too much stock in any of these rules. One,
I'm going to
because
put the anchor rule into stock. I think that's going to be a thing going forward.
there's maybe probably I don't know, but the 616 rule, like the 616 to 10,005. Like,
I understand
how
that,
did that
yeah.
happen?
Yeah,
also,
that.
I'm pretty sure it isn't in the whole like what do you call it? The urgency in Multiverse of Madness is because Steven is in a different universe and can't stay there long because he'll cause something or whatever.
An incursion.
paradox.
Incursion.
Right. So, but now at the end of this movie, everybody from the Fox universe is just in the 616.
That
or
might
the
be
10
that might be what I mean.
Wait, no. Oh
they
no,
might
no.
just be
Well-
visiting.
Well,
so.
Wolverine, who's definitely not from either one. We don't know which one he's from.
No.
He is in the 10,000.
But now there's definitely an anchor for that universe now. We don't know who the anchor is.
So you can just buy the transitive. See what I mean? It's just like why do we care about all the
And we're
rules?
led to
You know what I
believe.
mean?
Sorry,
Like,
we're led to believe there's an anchor.
It does seem like the TVA woman kind of says, "We'll let it slide."
Yeah,
Like,
whatever.
she's also like, "Who cares?"
Like, it's
The rules
also-
can go to the wayside.
Yeah.
like it's the whole reason that Loki, like that show happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're doing something that's not part of the timeline. That's not dictated. So like, there's gonna be holes, and like I'm not sure if I
Too many.
I don't really care, but I just like. Oh, maybe I do care. I don't know.
It can honestly, like the way I'm looking at it, because I didn't see, as I said, not a Marvel guy.
Yeah.
I didn't see Loki. I kind of understood the multiverse just from Endgame and all that, and jumping from all that. The problem is, like, yes, it does open a lot of doors, but then it just makes things so extremely complicated.
It's very convoluted.
And
for sure.
yeah, but then I feel like they kind of get away with it. But at the very end, it just means that there's never going to be answers. Like you said, why the hell was Deadpool? You know, it's like when did that all come in when he was applying to become an Avenger.
And that's what they're trying to get at. Like, the multiverse was a bad idea for Marvel. It was a
Yeah.
bad deal because it leads to so many plot holes that need to be
Agreed.
fixed.
They're-
But
the thing is, they're not destroying the multiverse or whatever. They're not narrowing it down to one universe, which I think they should at this point. Because even now, with them being like, yeah, all that multiverse stuff sucked, they're not moving in that direction fully enough, I guess. Or either
yet.
they're just
Well-
gonna pretend it just doesn't exist.
well, the next show is Agatha, so that's gonna have nothing to do with the multiverse. And then after that, it's Captain America. I don't know what the fuck that's gonna do. That's gonna be a
So-
shit show of a movie.
And like I said, I haven't seen anything Marvel since Secret Invasion. It's been like other than this, obviously.
And Guardians. Oh yeah, no, Guardians 3 was before.
So like
that.
2022.
No, you said Guardians 3. That was last year.
Guardians 3 was last year.
Yep. Guardians 3 was last year, bro.
Dude,
So you haven't seen anything since Guardians 3.
yeah.
No, it's definitely Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion was last year as well.
Okay, so that was the last thing I
Yeah,
saw.
and
So
you
I
didn't
skipped-
watch the Marvels.
I skipped Marvel's,
And that's
Echo, something else,
Well-
Loki season 2.
You skipped Loki season 2?
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the show. I'm done. I am done, dude.
Hell yeah, brother.
Unless there's something like this one. I'm
Like
actually.
this one, yeah.
I was like minimally excited to see. I'm not interested in. Okay, so the trailer for what do you call it? Brave New World looked okay, but I've been burned too many times with this franchise. I'm just kind of done.
That movie is, the budget is through the fucking roof.
And it's gonna
so
fall
I don't.
flat like crazy.
I think it is too. I don't think that movie's going anywhere.
It's the sad truth. But they got Harrison Ford, so I guess that's cool.
yeah.
He's
Before he
Red
cra-
Hulk's Harrison Ford.
Before he
So-
crashes his plane again, and then that's it.
Well, yeah. Let's.
It's another.
All
Dude,
right.
it's been like 4 times.
Yeah, no. Take his license away. Come on, what are you doing?
All right, so we know another cameo was scheduled to happen, and that's Rob McElhenney. He was supposed to play a TVA agent.
Oh, that would have been cool.
And I think they either cut it from the movie last minute, or he's just a guy with just a mask, like a helmet on. So, and they made the guy he points at in the hallway. Maybe that was Rob McElhenney, but
Pull the Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did.
Yeah, pull Daniel Craig.
the guy, yeah, he was still in the credits, but he
Yeah,
wasn't there.
He was the baby.
No, that was
Baby Deadpool.
that would have been good.
Ryan Reynolds' kids.
No, it's not. Don't lie.
Wait,
to
they
yourself.
got his actual baby to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, the voice.
voice.
Oh
His whole world got opened up.
no,
now.
I thought that was an actual baby. So
It was.
Dance.
No, that
No,
was
in the
not a
suit.
baby. That
Oh,
was
no, no,
CGI
yeah,
as
yeah.
shit.
yeah. Well, you guys said that John Wick Chapter 4 had the shittiest green screen ever.
Yes.
I rewatched this movie.
They
two
could
times.
have fixed it, bro.
Specifically looking for this scene.
They could have fixed it, bro.
It looks fine.
They probably fixed it.
It really looks fine.
It did not look fine in theaters.
Yeah,
They could have fixed it. Anyway,
this guy
I know. Such an expert.
calls himself a critic.
20 years experience.
anyway.
4
He's 20 years old.
Nobel Peace Prizes. Went
Almost-
to the moon
bitch, I'm almost
4
30.
times.
Okay, Chris is having a stroke. Let's move on.
You're 30.
I remember back in my day.
Yeah, I guess we were 6 months away from being 30. Anyway,
Oh, I'm ready for
The roundup movies are Argyle, Abigail Civil.
thanks.
Don't be afraid of your 30s. It's not
So,
that bad.
back to Deadpool
five.
Wolverine.
Shut up.
So we're in the void. They fight. Their fight scenes, Deadpool Wolverine's fight scenes, were really well done. I will
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Like they were brutal.
The one, I love how there's kind of like a definitive-ish. Well, I guess not definitive then, but like a semi concrete who wins between Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's Wolverine.
It's easily
yeah,
Wolverine.
'cause he's just fucking.
Deadpool's just an idiot.
He wraps him in all the seatbelts and shit at the end of the car.
He's
But
like, no.
But see, I also think that Deadpool enjoys it.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
You know, got a little masochist. You know, no hurt nobody.
So Cassandra Nova, she is the main villain of this movie.
I have no idea who she is. I still don't really.
She
have any idea.
is a clone. Well, no, she's a parasite that infected the womb of Charles Xavier's mother and kind of took his form and got. It's a whole weird thing in the comics. I don't know.
Can I be fucked up? I thought it was the monk lady from Doctor Strange, for the first 5 seconds. I'm like, I thought she died.
Oh, Tilda Swinton. Yeah.
I thought it was what's her face? X-23.
Daphne Keane.
Yeah, I thought it was Daphne Keane with a bald cap on for a second.
No, no, it's Emma Corrin from The Crown, and
I know the
she
show.
plays young Diana. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I didn't get that far then.
Yeah. Okay. Or does she play the
I know
queen? I forget.
Elizabeth Debicki plays
Diana.
the adult version.
Then
of
never mind. Maybe she plays Queen Elizabeth. I don't remember.
Nah, I know that. That's
Oh, no, that's
Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman.
And then Ruth something, and then Umbridge,
Gotcha. Okay.
Babe Ruth.
Okay.
Excuse me?
But yeah, so
Her fucking name.
Emma Corrin's got some cool shit going on. She can control pretty much anything. She can rip the skin off Johnny Storm. That was fucking. I was like, that was gross.
surprising. And then you could see his liver just like plop onto the
Yeah,
side.
I was like, hit.
Yeah.
That's some barbecue right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I already got the barbecue sauce on it.
And so Cassandra's Nova's compound. She has
Marinate.
she has a bunch of other villains in there. She has another Juggernaut. She has Azazel
Which
from
I was-
X-Men First
I
Class.
was so bummed. I don't think those were the original actors either.
It is not.
The Vinnie Jones,
It
I
was not
recognize
Vinnie
him.
Jones. He did say he had nothing to do with the film. He was right. He's still too old. He
Do you
doesn't-
know if it was Ray Park as a
Nah, they would have done close up for that. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
it would've
Toad
been-
as well. Yeah, they had some. I can't remember her name. She was also in the X-Men movies.
Psylocke?
No,
Oh, Lady Deathstrike.
Lady Deathstrike. Yeah,
With
that's
the
her
nails
name.
and shit.
Yeah.
Didn't they have Psylocke as well with the purple
I
whip?
think we got a good close up of her. Was that Olivia Munn though?
I couldn't
I
tell.
don't think it was Olivia Munn, but I think we had Psylocke.
Yeah, it was Silent.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had a bunch of people in there.
And we got Sabretooth.
Oh, we had,
the original version of Sabretooth.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler
Tyler Maine.
That's Michael Myers.
Yes.
He's in the remake.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we also
Chris
had.
Sarandon.
We also
Sorry,
had.
my brain was in standby waiting for something interesting to come out.
Oh, damn. Okay, thanks.
Okay,
Can we
real
kick him
quick,
out of his apartment for this podcast?
Stop fucking hitting the table and the cable and fiddling with it.
And I'm the one with ADHD over here.
Was that loud?
You?
Was that loud?
No.
No, I saw him
It's this-
looking
it's this
at
guy.
Dan.
Anyway,
We just saw Deadpool and Wolverine. It was but these would be separate.
Dan's fired.
Be volume 1.
This one?
No, like the headphones. 1. Top left. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I did that and a thumb popped up. But okay.
A thumb popped up.
thumb?
Thumbs up.
Say like and subscribe.
What do you mean?
Make sure you like it.
Literally like a thumbs up just appeared over your face as I went to the
that's weird.
second I touched that
was
knob.
it like one of those like reaction things for like streaming?
Yeah, kind of, but it was the second I touched it, so I
Are we
refused
live
to
right now?
touch
Are
it
you
again.
streaming?
No, it says recording. We're not streaming.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm still gonna bring it up.
All right, let's re-rack here. All right.
Off a sec, yeah.
That's a news term, re-rack.
Okay. All right.
Dated news term.
I don't even know what the hell we were talking about
We're
before.
talking about Deadpool and Wolverine and Daphne Keene.
No, we're not at Daphne Keene yet.
Oh no, I
We can
zoned.
get
I want to talk about Daphne
But we
Keene,
can get to Daphne.
Oh no, I zoned out because I was looking like
Oh,
this,
right.
like waiting for my
And
brain.
I have ADHD.
No,
No, let's not start this again. Let's not start this again.
stop it! Don't stop touching the.
Guys, Daphne Keene.
I like her.
Yeah, so she came back to play X-23, which
Yeah.
was cool.
Awesome.
She
She was my favorite part of the Acolyte.
of the Acolyte, and then she got killed off.
The way she died it was pretty cool too.
Yeah. Yeah. So she was denying steadfast that she was not in this movie.
Yeah,
She was
until they
denying
just
left and
straight
right.
up dropped her in the trailer.
Well, because she wanted to be at the premiere. They had to drop her. They had to put her in it. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Wesley Snipes, I think, was the biggest surprise for me.
That even
No, Chris
surprised
Evans.
me.
Chris Evans, man.
Nah, come on. That
Well,
would've been-
the only reason Blade was not a surprise for me was because of the possible spoiler.
yeah. Well, I don't keep up to date with
Well-
it. I'm like, oh shit, he's got a nice goatee.
Wait, is the Blade movie still happening?
We don't
'Cause
know.
I heard some. I heard some.
I love a
shit.
joke they made about that.
I heard some shit that something wasn't working out. There was a conflict.
And, like,
Yeah,
they-
because
they
originally
scrap it or
the
something.
first script was going to be his daughter, and he was going to be a supporting
What the fuck
character.
are we doing, guys?
And then it got rewritten again.
Yeah.
Then the director left. Then it got rewritten again.
Right.
And so it's kind of in limbo still right
Just
now.
let the man
I kind of
be
want.
Blade.
I kind of don't want it to be happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Or if it does happen, I want it to be the worst version of it, just to watch it. Because like that was.
What
the
if it
fun-
becomes?
Make it be the Flash.
What if you're wrong and it literally becomes something that? Well,
Oh,
we're not going to
well.
talk about Flash because I already read deep into that and I don't even want to.
It was a disaster of a movie.
No, I'm just talking about the actor.
Well, Ezra's a disaster.
Ezra's a-
but
But no, it's a funny thing. Like watching the Marvels crash and burn was hilarious to me.
Oh, I love it. I
like
love
it's
it.
a certified bomb. Like
It's just like I knew this was gonna happen.
Thank
They're like, yo, Marvel's gonna be the greatest thing for all of generation. I'm like, watch it in 2 years when it falls apart.
yeah, it was actually very quick how fast it just declined.
Yeah, they had to take a break. They had to push Deadpool and Wolverine back. Like, let's
Yeah,
give it a little
like,
distance.
I will say this opinion till the day I die. They could have ended everything with end. It's called End Game. You want to end it there.
Guess what?
It wasn't even the end of
I
the,
know.
the phase.
And,
though.
and you know what? I laugh at Disney's fails.
Yeah.
I will always laugh at them.
Well,
no
also
matter
didn't
what
help
movie it is.
that-
Even if it ruins it, I still love it.
Yeah, it's kind of like watching a movie like that crash and burn is kind of a victim of crime. Nobody's not gonna have a meal, like not be able to eat
Yeah.
after.
You're still gonna get paid.
Everyone's gonna get paid. It's Disney, so like it's funny.
They got more money than God. They could
Yeah.
make 1 billion of these and still have enough money.
Exactly.
Over.
Yeah.
The only thing they're hurting is the movie theaters.
Well, yeah.
Well, then what's gonna happen is that all the movie theaters stop doing them, and then yeah.
All right.
Do we piss James off again with the noise?
I did that on purpose. Anyway.
Man, I made the joke myself over here.
Hey James, if there's anything that doesn't look valuable, you're allowed to chuck it at Dan.
Yeah. If it doesn't look valuable, that was valuable.
Ow.
Sentimental
Can I
value.
turn that on? It's starting to get hot.
It is
Nope.
getting hot in here.
Nope. I have the control now.
Just get up
I'm
and
the
go.
controller.
We're almost.
I know.
We're working through it.
Well, if we can get
We're
through
working
the
through our
fucking podcast without going off track.
You wanted, you chose for me to come on here. You knew what was going to happen. Everyone knows about me.
Back to Daphne Keane. So, what do you like so much about her being back?
I just think she's cool. I think she's a cool person.
She put the sunglasses on and everything from Logan. I was like,
nice
yeah,
little bit.
girl.
I love the X-23 as a character. I love her fucking her toe blade
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
that was cool.
That was dope.
I think, yeah. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's just
The biggest problem with this movie is the plot. What is the plot of this movie? It's a road trip buddy comedy, and they're trying to like what?
Yep.
Guess there's no real substance there. It's just a lot of there's heart in it for sure, but there's no like.
it's the same thing. My problem with the first couple Deadpool movies is just because you're there. It's fun the first time around because the jokes are new. And that's all it kind of has to offer, but that's why I don't watch them because it's your base. They even did the formula in this, like, oh, I'll have to take you back, and then it's what they did in the first movie because they had no budget.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of that thing where it's like, it's fine for what it is.
Yeah.
And so that's why I didn't put too much stock in like the fan audience or the audience score for this one because they said a 97.
Well, yeah, that's what it was yesterday.
Yeah, okay. And then the critics, I'm like, okay, that's surprisingly high for the critics for a Marvel movie.
Yeah, let's look at it today because this is opening day. Let's see if it's changed at all. And while I do that,
I just like I think the major criticism that you're going to hear about this movie is that it's very long.
It
And
is a little bit too long.
He even mentions
I don't-
it was like, oh, last home stretch, folks, I promise.
It's we're at the end of it.
Yeah, it's like
well, it's not though. It's 2 hours.
it felt long.
It felt like too
real
long.
There was a lot of exposition. There was a lot of stuff going on for sure.
But then I
Wow, a
felt
lot of
like,
exposition for a threequel.
Yeah, literally, they make that joke.
Yeah. Like it's cool that they acknowledged it. It doesn't fix the issue though. You know what I mean? And that's like just because you make a joke doesn't make the problem go away.
It is the same scores: 80% for critics, 97 audience right now.
Okay, well maybe maybe I'm in the minority, but it's just.
it just came out today though, so it'll probably
Yeah, it's only one day, but there's
Yeah.
yeah.
I think the single biggest fan service thing that I really got out of it was the Wolverine hood.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, okay, he's wearing the suit.
It looked
that's
real
great.
good.
And then he pulls the hood. I'm like, oh fuck yeah,
But
that's
where
what
did
we're
it
looking for.
They finally did it.
Like, because there's nothing.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
just he's like, oh, out of thin air.
Don't think too much about it. Don't think too much about
there's
that.
a scene where you see Deadpool put on the mask, and like it's before he even gets it like over because they obviously have to make it look real nice, and they got
Yeah.
the face plate and everything.
Yeah,
so.
you got like the cuff and everything.
Yeah, it's like there's no way you can do it. Like even it's funny going back and like watching like the Spider-Man movies where he has to do that. It's like there's no they can always cut away right as he's getting it over his head.
But yeah, so the Time Ripper, was that what it was called? The
device.
the Ripper, whatever you want to call it, that Cassandra Nova basically used to try to undo the multiverse and make the Void the main timeline. That's what I think her ultimate goal was.
Which is kind of funny because that sounds like a perfect way to do Secret Wars. And they already used it.
Well, I still think Secret Wars is going to be the Void.
That would make
maybe
sense.
something's going to happen in part 1 of whatever this first Avengers movie is going to be, that it ends up like that.
If it's in the Void, it has to have the 20th Century Fox logo.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's the same.
Yeah, everything.
They could kind
Loki did it first.
do it like because Secret Wars and the other one are supposed to be kind of like a Infinity War Endgame two-parter. They could do it where it's like the Void team in the second half is trying to make up for the first half, because like the two movies kind of have separate squads from different eras.
Is this the first time the Void is being like introduced in the universe?
In the universe, no. Okay. Because Loki did it in the first 2 seasons.
Okay.
But in the movie universe, yes.
Okay. Because like,
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like it's so weird because like I was thinking like the Void was just a desert, but then no, there was like, you know, snow, and then there's woodlands, and there's just randoms. Is it just? It's just.
It's a hodgepodge.
dumping
It's a
ground.
hodgepodge
Yeah.
dump. Yep.
Which actually, you know, that would be an amazing battleground. I would definitely be interested in that kind of idea for that.
Especially with
Yeah.
the Thanos copter.
And then the whole, and then that whole visual of like the spaghettification that was in Loki season 2.
Yeah.
One thing I would have liked to see is just, I guess, it's just I guess this might just be a problem with the volume. It's so flat and so open.
I didn't really
It's so
notice
not
it in
detailed.
this movie that much.
I completely agree with Dan.
I felt
the
something
sound
fell
was-
off about the audio.
I noticed, no, not the audio.
The volume is a big screen that all Marvel properties kind of use right now.
Oh, okay.
Like the Mandalorian was known for using that to make. You know,
Oh, you're talking about like the massive projector thing? Okay, yeah. Now I
and
know
then
what you're talking about.
And like,
yeah.
it's a really cool invention because it's like literally a living environment.
talked about that in something in one of the podcasts,
probably.
I love that idea. It's just they got to find ways to just make it more detailed. Like you just don't get that same.
Well, they do
sense.
put sets in front of it, but it doesn't do. It's just not the same.
It's like I can't really describe it. It's just not populated with a bunch of shit.
Like, where did you notice it though? Because I couldn't really.
Everything in the wasteland.
Everything in the Void, I agree with. Yeah, felt fairly.
Because I know they shot an actual set for
should've-
most of that.
Honestly, they should have made it like they could say like, you know, like, oh, this is like the trash heap of like the world. It's like yeah, I get what you mean now. It's like I feel like it needs to be more like an actual like junkyard where there's shit everywhere.
Well,
even in like Loki, like I remember that I'm pretty sure they just used the volume for that too, but it still looked a little more detailed. Like, there was grass and shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
There was hills. I think that's the problem. There's no like different elevations or some shit. Like you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, there was elevation.
They're all on flat ground where the actual scene's happening. It's all flat
Oh
ground.
yeah, like it stands out.
Right.
Yeah.
But then like the rest of this in the distance, it's all hilly because you're surrounded by
Yeah.
mountains and a wasteland in there. But like on the actual set, it's just, you know, you're standing on concrete. I think that might be my issue because it just looks fake.
I mean, what was the budget on this?
Probably pretty big.
I'm gonna look it up actually.
Yeah, because I'm wondering maybe they just couldn't afford to put that much stuff in there.
Because I think this budget's probably pretty high, but
I want to know why Severance
I
is
feel
180
like
million.
the second one had more volume.
200 million.
200 million. Wow.
That's not as
I
expensive
was
as I
just
thought.
gonna say like because I mean like I've only seen Deadpool 2 once, but I remember there was a lot more like detail with everything. I feel like this one they kind
Well,
of
yeah, they had different sets on that. Like they had the prison, they had the school. There's a school, right?
yeah.
They had the X Mansion for a little bit, which that
Yeah.
was a set, obviously. But like the
I
only
think
like
they,
set
they,
set,
highway
they
chase
couldn't.
scene.
Well, with all their cameos, they really couldn't film outside.
that's where all the
like,
budget went.
The cameos.
Wesley Snipes at least 40 million. You know,
Well, yeah,
Gotta
Why
pay
they
those
had to get rid
taxes.
of Chris Evans so early?
he was actually in it for longer than I expected.
yeah.
I was expecting once he got the shit beat out of him.
That was an
I'm like,
extended
oh,
cameo.
He's because he snap. It looks like he snaps his neck when he gets beat
Nope,
up.
guess not.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I love how they actually made Pyro kind of sort of a main, or well, not a main, but a
He
a
was
supporting
supporting
character.
He was like the fourth build person. So I mean,
Yeah, it's good for him.
Yeah,
man, you know,
yeah.
like
good for getting him back. So Cassandra Nova, basically, so her plot gets foiled. You know, big battle at the end. Whatever. It's a typical big battle. They survive. You know, big hunky joke about Hugh Jackman's pecs. It's like, yeah.
By the way, that gay TVA agent.
Yes, I was gonna
my
say.
character.
Yeah, like he had like 3 sexual awakenings.
It's
in that
great.
Movie. It was amazing.
Good for him.
oh, the guy with the I like whatever.
Yeah.
mug. He was,
Yeah.
he was funny.
So it ends with everything's kind of back together, and they're all, at Deadpool's apartment. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then we got the post-credit scene with Chris Evans. Where do we go from here? Like, this is definitely a setup for Secret Wars / whatever Avengers 5 is. But
I don't know where we go from here, and I don't really care.
Well, actually, I do have one statement.
if you had to make a general guess, but
I'm jumping back to Blade. Blade wasn't in the party at the end. He wasn't there. It showed X. What I was.
I thought I saw
It
him.
had X-23 in there.
No, I thought I saw.
I didn't see Blade.
I thought I saw
Remember
him.
Blade either.
I don't think Blade was there. No.
What if he
like
went
Colossus.
somewhere else, and then that's the setup for the Blade movie?
Oh, also, so for some reason, I do the quote, motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. I've been making that quote for like years. Nobody at work knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
loved that.
It's from the fucking
he
movie.
just said it in this movie again.
Motherfuckers still trying to ice skate uphill. That's the fucking, like,
That's a great.
that's like the quote in the movie. Like, I don't
That's a
understand.
great one, too.
I've never seen Blade, but I know
You
that.
know-
freaking-
Yeah, I
cool.
just know about the orgy dance or the orgy.
It really
rave, or
shows-
the blood rage.
Yeah, right.
Blood rave.
Not the first time that Wesley Snipes and Ryan Reynolds have worked together.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Blade Trinity.
Trinity.
Blade Trinity.
Ah.
With the-
Yeah. So I don't know. Blade, I think, is one of those movies again that got soured because of all the behind the scenes drama that they had going on.
But
and that's why no one cares.
But I think
That's why no one cares about that quote.
But I
No, it's from the original movie.
I know.
I know. But
Anyway.
I think there's something there that they can get a success out of it. Like,
I mean, I think this will be a success. Just
oh,
'cause-
this mo- Dude.
I was going into it thinking it was gonna be like, this is where like officially
This,
I'm ending with.
so
Marvel.
we're recording this Friday evening. It was already past 100 million at noon for the whole box office
Damn.
already.
Wow.
Do we
So,
think $1 billion this year?
This is going to be $1 billion movie.
Okay.
Easily.
Worth
Interesting.
noting, there's nothing else significant coming out this summer.
And there's also no R-rated $1 billion movies. So this will be the first one if it does get there.
What? I mean, Dune was the other one?
It's not R. Oh yeah, it made it. Yeah,
Well, yeah,
it made
yeah.
$1 billion. I think it was close.
Dune's not rated R?
Dune was PG-13.
13.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's always been PG-13.
but yeah.
Wait, hold on. $1 billion R-rated movie?
Yeah, it's
You
never,
think it can do that?
I think it can. I think
No,
this
that's
one
hard.
can.
It'll be hard to do.
It's this is a pleasing movie. I think. I think it's definitely a crowd pleasing movie. So I think it's gonna get people.
Jackman, dear.
Yep.
See that?
Don't use that voice.
And Ryan Reynolds is in the proposal.
He's my favorite.
The proposal.
Always makes me
Oh,
think.
that was the
Oh my, that was
Can you
funny as
explain
hell.
the joke for
That
me?
was funny as hell.
what?
The proposal.
The proposal
Oh,
joke.
he's like, I can subtly break the fourth wall. The proposal.
No, but
That
what
was
is
like
a proposal?
that's like the first movie he was known for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Other
The
than Waiting.
proposal.
It's him and Sandy
Handman
Bullock.
Sandy
Just
Bullock.
like reference. Like that's all it is.
It was the joke. Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of R.I.P. Betty White.
yeah.
That's how this started.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, full circle.
Did I miss that?
Hot in Cleveland.
I don't get it.
Died at
She's
99.
show. Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay. Yeah, I think all my notes are basically done. But the future mutant saga, I thought they were going to. So there was a rumor out there that they were going to announce the full X-Men cast for the reboot as the post-credit scene in this movie. Would that have been cool?
Like just like an announcement.
Just
Like-
announcement.
like
just
here's the
here's the
list.
cast. Here's the cast list.
That would have been pretty cool.
That would have
It
been-
definitely fitting for Deadpool too.
Especially with the beginning, the turn off your cell phone things. Was that a Regal thing or?
That was. I've been seeing that commercial.
It's
for
always
weeks now.
it's at
Yeah.
least Regal for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But I love, it's the same shot that they actually use in the movie. So like
Yeah,
when
it's
they're
right
all
there.
like, okay, are you ready for this third act climax? And like,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I see.
yeah.
But yeah, so it was this is a good movie. Not great by any means. I'm gonna learn my lesson from No Way Home. It is not great by any means.
Don't Phantom Menace it.
No, I'm not Phantom Menace it.
Fat Mass is good.
So, but like, I want real quick
Yeah.
the bad. So you were bringing up the plot. How it's like there's not plot.
Yeah.
They can't even write like the villain is I think is really weak. Like Paradox is
Oh,
dumb.
Paradox. Yeah.
Also, but what's her name?
And
Cassandra.
Nova.
She literally was just like, I don't know why I'm like this.
It's the Marvel
Okay.
villain problem. They
Sure.
always have a villain problem, and it's like
Which I don't understand because they one of the best
They
movies.
killed her off.
Two of the best movies. They have great villains in them.
Yep, they
So
don't.
just instead of putting your focus on the just Deadpool and Wolverine, like Wolverine had a great backstory. I would have liked to see like actual
Yeah, that's what
flashbacks. To
they
not just
they may have actually filmed them too, but
I can see them just not getting the actors back or something.
like James Marsden. Yeah.
But like you just don't put so much focus on that in the cameos and the like. Honestly, I think I like the scene for what it was. I think you could just cut out the whole Deadpool fight scene. You just cut that whole thing out.
Wait, which
one? There's a lot of Deadpool fight scenes.
Like all the Deadpools. Like
yeah,
what does
funny.
it add to the plot?
Cameos?
Why was there why was there 100 Deadpools in the first place?
They mentioned
They
it
just
earlier in the
mentioned
movie.
like, oh, we have this Deadpool squad.
The
'cause we
Deadpool Corps.
Oh,
they don't
okay.
fit in any timelines or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, so get rid of that whole scene, but just put focus on a good villain. You know what I mean? Like they're teasing Galactus in this Fantastic
and they
Four
got
movie.
Emma Corrin. She's a pretty well-renowned actor right now. A young, well-renowned actress.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Actress.
I've never heard of hers, but what else? You said The Crown, right?
Crown.
Is that it, or like
That's the main
Claire
thing.
Foy? That's the other girl.
Okay.
I remembered.
That's the main thing she has been in.
Actually-
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know anything else she did. It would have been funny if it was Tilda Swinton though, with the bald chick from Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah. That's what I literally thought. And I'm like,
she did.
she did.
You got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
My Policeman. She's in Pennyworth for a few episodes. A lot of British stuff,
Pennyworth.
obviously.
Oh, a Pennyworth.
She's in Nosferatu this winter.
Oh, she's the bald chick in that, right?
Is she just bald in real life?
Maybe.
No, she's not.
Maybe she got
I don't think
alopecia or
she- I
something.
don't think she is. But
But there's a picture of like a bald woman being terrified of the vampire.
it's possible.
She kind of looks like Lady Gaga, but
All right.
it's like
Anyway,
what? Her face.
rah rah. All right.
Ooh, rah, rah.
No, that's not it. All right. So, is Marvel back?
No.
No.
Okay.
It's definitely a shadow of what it once was. This movie was fine for what it was.
Honestly, I don't really compare Deadpool as a Marvel kind of thing. I feel like it's its own kind of separate property.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
the same
fair.
thing with Guardians. Like for a while, I thought Guardians was not a Marvel thing, and then it became too Marvel-y.
Yeah.
Until that crossover with Infinity War, that's when like it definitely became part of the family. But yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
probably
then,
should stay separate.
Star-Lord fucked everything up. But,
yeah, he did.
Still don't understand that character motivation. But whatever. People defend it.
James, is Marvel back?
No,
Okay.
no,
But is it a step in the right direction, at least?
I guess so.
no. I would say it's a sideways step, honestly.
Okay.
A lateral move. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think there was any significant progress made or lost.
And
on
I don't
this.
think there-
I think it will help it in general, but
I don't have the text because we're using my phone as a camera. But I saved the picture or the text where you, James, you said, I bet it's going to be a 7 out of 10, 90% fan service movie.
yes.
Would you agree with that statement now?
Maybe not 90% fan service, but there was a good bit of fan service. But I wouldn't say that much.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't excessive. Like it wasn't excessively annoying with it.
It wasn't like
Yeah.
Endgame.
Like
Yeah.
everything they gave us, like I'm like, okay, surface level enjoyed, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we got was nice.
Yeah.
Like Channing Tatum
That-
finally
see,
got to be Gambit.
It's the payoff
Yeah.
stuff. That has been...
Yeah.
It's not the payoff for the universe. It's the payoff for things that never happened or things that weren't received very well.
Kind of like the credits showed with Good Riddance playing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was nice. I liked
I
that.
thought that was a very sweet touch
It
to
was
them at
the
that.
best way they could end cap and finish off
Yeah.
the Fox universe, and give it a send off that was nice, sweet, but not at all sweet. Actually,
Now I think they should do a post mortem on like the Universal. But it's just the Hulk. Like
just by
Well, we did get the Hulk for a hot second. We did get the Hulk for a hot
oh, we
second.
did. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, the back of his head, but
Yeah.
We got him.
yeah. I'd
We
say
got his face. He
Confirmed.
threw Deadpool.
Confirmed.
yeah. It was cool to see Henry Cavill as Wolverine, I guess.
I wanted Daniel Radcliffe
Well, I think that's they're saving him though,
Yeah,
For the actual
probably,
role.
They probably are.
like for the actual role.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
probably. because
Well,
yeah,
would
you
he
know
play?
that now you know Henry Cavill's not going to be Wolverine.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, so Wait, what is Radcliffe gonna play?
Wolverine. They're thinking he's the next one.
Right, because they were making a joke like he's gonna do it till the day you die.
Harry Potter.
You're gonna be 90.
Wolverine.
I think Daniel Radcliffe is a good actor to do that, honestly.
I know,
He
but
has
he's got a
been
Tony.
the #1 fan pick forever now, for the last 10 years.
I also think Taron Egerton could do a great job.
He could do a great job, but I don't think it's not gonna jive with his,
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of felt the
Discography.
same way with who'd playing Batman.
Ben.
What?
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Pattinson, and he did a stellar job. So maybe I could be surprised, but
Exactly.
I don't know. That just
Well, because they have franchise experience.
expecto, and he pulls out his claws, Patrona.
Well, you know they'd make a Harry Potter joke.
Oh yeah.
Like, like they just do another Deadpool and Wolverine too.
What?
No, it's like,
oh, you got recast.
Oh, wizard over there.
If it was like R-rated and
Wizards.
gory, I want him to like slice someone's, and it just has like the slits from like Voldemort's nose, like his outfit nose.
That'd be cool.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, anything further on this movie, or we think
We didn't talk about Dogpool.
I mean, Dogpool's it's been all over the marketing, bro.
They could have just. It was fine for a scene.
It was a
Come
Baby
on.
Yoda thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I hate that stupid cutesy shit that they slow down the movie for like 5 minutes to have a slow motion like run up. Like it's cute for the first scene, but they do it so many times.
You know what also was a thing we could also bring up about the crappy CGI? They CGI'd the eyes.
No, they didn't.
That was actually his eyes?
That was the goggles on the eyes. That was the actual eyes.
That looks
The goggles
so
enlarged the eyes.
comedically
Yeah,
CGI.
It's not.
Fucked up looking dog. Shit.
Yeah,
I think that might have been one of the dogs that won like the world's ugliest
It is.
dog. It is. Okay, I was yeah.
Yeah, that tongue, man.
Licking in fucking his mouth.
He's a professional.
Yeah.
He had kept a straight face the whole time.
All right. So, Deadpool and Wolverine. Final scores, guys. Chris,
What are we rating it?
out of 100.
Maybe like a 70, maybe 75%. Like
You want to split the middle and just hit 73?
sure, let's go. If we want to be exact. Yeah, 73.
72.
It was a good movie. It's a one-time watch, and honestly, you don't have to go back to it.
That's where I'm at. I think it's a little better than that. I think like 78. You know, not an 80 guy. Oh no, I was an 85 guy, right? That was the thing.
I think you were an 80 guy.
Yeah, it's fine for what it is. Not gonna go back and watch it though.
I thought it was a fun movie. It's not by any means a good movie, but it's a blast to experience it in the theater. That is a theater movie. It's just like an Endgame. It's just like a No Way Home. You're there for the experience, and this is a very good experience. So I'm gonna give it an 82. It's a solid movie. It's
God's
I don't know. It's the plot. The plot for me is really just like and there's a couple plot holes. I'm like
Yeah, it's just kind of weak.
But you know what? If they make good on it in a few movies from now, okay, maybe it'll go up, maybe not. It just depends. Like, why couldn't you do that in the first place? But
fair enough.
whatever.
James, what do you give it?
Hi, hello. I'd give it an 83.
I can't even tell
Your arm was only your arm.
No, I saw his head. His head was there.
He gave it an 83. Why is that?
You have the highest.
I did give it the highest. Well, so I have a very soft spot for Deadpool. I love Deadpool. I think Wolverine was done really well. It was definitely fan service to Wolverine fans, even though it might have been against what Hugh Jackman had wanted for the character, at least initially.
I don't know.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, whatever. He's there to get paid.
He's been there for 24 years.
Yeah. Do what
At this point, he's like,
make
whatever.
it into a porno. I don't care.
you die.
But no, I love
you're
Deadpool. I thought it was fun. I do think it probably is maybe my weakest of the 3 Deadpool movies. However,
I disagree
maybe
on that.
Deadpool 2 I'd put a little lower than this.
Yeah, I agree.
That's right. I would
But
say.
Deadpool 1, I definitely put above this. I liked it
Yeah,
better
for
than
Deadpool
sure.
definitely was the first one's the best.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
At this point.
So 83.
All right. Well, we're Seen It Before. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok with the handle @SeenItBeforecast. That's SCENE it Beforecast, and on X with the handle SW_pod. I'm Dan.
I'm Danny. You can find me on Instagram at Danny_Was, my letterbox and serialized at DJ Was, or my YouTube channel, which is just Danny Was. Chris, anything that you would like to add?
Like I said before, all the times I've been on here, I don't want people to know who I am. And we're in my apartment, and you all need to get the fuck out.
It's Chris, located at. Please
stand by. So Danny just got assaulted.
He deserved it.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't think it deserved
Almost
that.
doxed him.
I don't think it deserved that. We got to turn the AC back on. We'll see you guys next time.